Tiny houses, big savings.
A new trend has thrifty home buyers thinking small. People are downsizing big time to homes so little that they can fit on a sliver of land. They're called tiny houses, and they're being bought and built right here in the Tampa Bay area. News Channel 8's Peter Bernard shows us how you too can afford the American dream if you don't mind giving up a whole lot of space. Right, Peter?
All right, Keith, and good evening to you. When it comes to houses, you can go big, and I mean really big. Take a look at this. This is one of the biggest and most expensive houses in Pinellas County, and it's for sale. Or you can go small. Take a look at that. My cats let me borrow this. A step up from this kind of a house is a tiny house. Take a look.
Check out the cable TV channels.
We love the tiny house.
And you'll see people designing, building, and moving into houses that might suit Tom Thumb.
At the end of the day, less is more.
We've got a sleeping loft up here. We've got awning windows on both sides.
With retirement just a few years away.
What I envision here is a big screen TV, so this window is going to go away.
Tampa Bay tech teacher Ken Neuhaus is planning to ditch the condo he shares with his wife and move into a tiny house.
I still want us to have, while we're traveling, a very nice place that we feel like we're at home in.
These homes are small, really small. This one is 255 square feet. Compare that to the average home of 2,400 feet, and you get the idea.
They're going to last like a house will. It's constructed like a house.
Cabinet maker Jim Turley is branching out into the custom tiny house business. This is his third tiny house.
Who buys these things?
I've had a number of people from 20-somethings to retirees.
So that's a quarter of the size.
A quarter of the size.
Yeah.
Can you live that way?
I currently am living that way.
New Tampa apartment dweller Kim SEMENIUK is a tiny house customer. She's already figured out how small it will be using her living room as a guide.
Owning a tiny house, which is within a budget that I can afford, is really realistic for me and will work towards my future.
You don't have to sacrifice luxury.
I mean, you can put anything and everything in it. You can do the washer and dryers, you know, the cooktops, you know, full bathroom. I mean, of course, everything's going to be downsized.
This one starts at $42,500.
But what I really like is the fact that I can design it myself and that I can put in the features that I like that suit me.
They're not for everybody, but for many, tiny houses fit nicely into their big plans.
Do you like that? Well, one of the biggest hurdles with tiny houses is figuring out where you're going to put it, because there's very few places in the Bay Area where they can go unless you own a plot of land somewhere. And you'll need a big truck to haul it around because they're very heavy. A dually would suffice. Keith?
Boy, they are popular. A lot of people talking about these tiny houses, Peter, but there are multiple options here for a home, not just to live in. What else can you do with a tiny house?
Well, some people are using them for like an in-law suite. They want to carry it around like you would like a camper so they can just plop it down somewhere and have some fun. But yeah, keep in mind, though, it's quite confining, so you better get along with the person you're going to be living with, because you're going to be kind of shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow.
All right, Peter Bernard, interesting. Live in Tarpon Springs tonight.